Hey there, Matt from Two-Way Cops. Today is Sunday the 28th of September. Just got home from the range, went out with some friends from out of state, did a bunch of shooting, emptied a bunch of AR mags, and thought now might as well try out the Magzipp system. Totally forgot there's loose stuff floating around in the box there. It is a mag loading system. I have not tried it yet. It looks like it might be a little bit complicated, but I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. All right, so here's the Magzipp system. Comes in this large ammo can, and it's got these loaders here. In addition to that, there's two of these in here. And when the case is loaded, well, let me just start going through how this is supposed to work. So we take a box of ammo. I am going to see if I can possibly do this any kind of a quick, easy way. Not really. We'll get there. I was telling you how this is supposed to work until the battery died. I sort of have figured out an easy way to load this thing. This, I thought, was going to be the biggest problem. So what I found is if I'm opening these boxes with the projectile at the top of the box here, I can flip them over and almost dump the whole box in without a lot of trouble. Of course, I got a box here that's all jacked up. So this is where it's gonna suck because you gotta do these all by hand. All right, so there's 40 rounds. Give me another box here. So once I complete dumping these rounds into that loader, or into this staging tray, I don't know what you want to call it, I will have enough rounds here for 4 mags. This one did not work either. So this is not the end of the world. Question is, how well will this thing work? So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of these and pick up a magazine's worth of ammo. And there's actually a piece there to prevent it from falling out. So you can stage these in the lid of this thing. I have not, this is me attempting to use it for the very first time, so it's not like I've used this thing before. I'm kind of curious, once I go to try and load this, how well it is going to work. That did not get those. There we go. Nope. For some reason, it's missing the last two here. This one. All right. So I've got 4 of these staged. Get this out of my way. Let me get some empty mags. All right. Here's an empty metal mag. Let's clip this in here. This should sure as shit. Let's keep going. Not the easiest thing to use. There's 2 mags. Tell you what, it did work really well on the metal mag. I wonder if it's something to do with the T-mags. Let's see here. There's another one. Let's go with a Lancer, see what it does. This is not the easiest system to use. All right. It did load them. Again, not the easiest thing in the world to use. Let's take a look and compare that to the loader that I currently am using and really love. So let's talk about this here real quick before I move on. I can have as many loaded mags as I want. I can have 5 of these all ready to go to load 5 mags. And then I can carry 10 more mags worth of ammo to put into these, to put into magazines. So you've got 15 mags worth of ammo that you can have staged and ready to go. Plus how many ever mags you've got. That is kind of slick. Again, not the easiest thing in the world to load with. So what I normally use for loading is going to be this guy here, which is a Maglula Benchloader. Let's see here. Grab an empty mag, put it in there. I need a box and a half of ammo. So again, open the projectile end of the box. Of course, this box is all jacked up, but with this, it's not as big a deal as it is with that other one. All right, there's 30. That's pretty damn easy to use. Here's a metal bag. The only thing I've ever had the Maglula not work well with, and it's not supposed to work with it, so it would have just been an added bonus if it did, was 300 blackout. 300 blackout overall length is shorter than 5.56, so the projectiles don't land properly in this thing. However, if anyone from Maglula is listening, a 300 blackout version of this would be awesome. It would not take a massive redesign. I don't know. I'm gonna go with, I mean, this works if you're gonna go to the range and you don't have a whole bunch of mags, but you wanna buy a mag loading system, this would actually work. It would allow you to load 5 mags repeatedly, 3 times, fairly quickly. But loading the mag using this thing here is not nearly as smooth as using this. Here, I got another mag to load. Actually, you know what? Watch this. I'm gonna do a 20 rounder with this thing. Sometimes I get a nice dump into the box there without any issues. This time, not so much. Why am I missing a round? Oh, there it is. There's a 20 rounder. Hey, let's load another 20 rounder. See if I can actually pour these in correctly this time. Nah, of course not. It works good. Here's a 30. And I have this down, of course, when there's no one watching and no camera. But even though I've not been getting the best pour out of the box here, this thing still works pretty good. It's way faster than loading by hand. I don't have a clue what the Magzipp costs. Based on how much there is to it, I'm gonna guess it's quite a bit more than the Maglula. And if you've watched my recent video, you know I'm a cheap bastard, so anything that's inexpensive or less expensive that does a really good job, I am down with. That's all my mags. Everything's loaded. Yep. So all my mags are topped off. I'll leave it up to you what you think, which one leans more your route or your preference. How the hell did I do that? I think for me, I mean, again, it's nice that I can have it staged to load 5 mags quickly, and then do that 3 times, so 15 mags fairly quickly. I think between setup time, setting up that ammo box, and then putting it onto this, and then putting it into the mag, is more time consuming than the Maglula. Quite a bit more time consuming. And it does not load as smoothly as the Maglula. So I'm not knocking you if you want to buy this and try it out. I'm just telling you, I'm gonna stick with this guy here. So anyway, just my thoughts. Real quick, I want to thank the channel sponsors. Boise Black Rifle has been there for me since near the very beginning. They've been a sponsor of this channel for a very long time. Aegis Gun Care, for that matter, I've got their cleaning solution right here. I just finished greasing my kids' M1A. I love their products. And then just got done at the range today and we were shooting Thor steel targets. So big thanks to all 3 of those. There's absolutely not any kind of discount codes on any of those, so don't bother looking at the video description for those. 2A cops. That's it. Be careful out there. Make sure you are always carrying, no matter where you go. You never know when crazy shit's gonna happen. A Mormon church got shot up in Michigan today. I've been away from the computer, so I have no idea what kind of updates we found on that. But I'm sure we'll find out. So always be carrying. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and have a good one.